What they're failing to show you though is that several days prior, the lead producer for the main channel shoot reached out and asked me to help on the Brazil shoot. And mind you, this was not even my department. This was a shoot for the YouTube channel, for the main YouTube channel, and I was working in the merchandise department at that time. I was instantly asked and put on several high-level tasks, such as helping the producers get their Brazilian visas, hopping on meetings with Neymar's team in order to get our creative approved, helping them secure the Santos soccer stadium, which had not been secured yet, less than a week prior to shooting. They even put me on a casting group chat in order for me to help cast the Brazilian contestant. I was asked to be on several high-level tasks, and I knew that if the shoot failed, ultimately the blame would fall on me. This was the culture that Jimmy created, right? As Jimmy himself said, nothing on this freaking planet is allowed to come between you and getting those prios, meaning priorities, done. At that point, they put those priorities on me, and I had no other choice to have proof in writing that I was willing to help in case anything went wrong, so I couldn't be blamed for it. So I wrote the producer, I texted him that I was willing to help, go to Brazil to help them, and from that point, it was their responsibility to protect me and protect my maternity leave. But the immediate response that I got is that my presence there would be invaluable, followed by if I had a passport and if I could leave the very next day. The moment I saw...
Ou seja, realmente cagaram para a licença maternidade dela. Não existe nada que interfira nesse seu trabalho, não existe bloqueio, você vai, tem que... Tipo, mandei você e você vai, e é imprescindível que você saia amanhã.
For a fact that I didn't have any other choice rather going to Brazil. This Brazil shoot was not the first time that they asked me to work while on maternity leave. A week after coming back from the hospital, I was already receiving text messages, calls, being put on tasks. In fact, the pressure and amount of work that I was being put on was so much that HR had to change what was supposed to be my original maternity leave start date, March 31st. They changed it to April 29th. So they had to adjust that because of all the days that I continued to work after giving birth. So my question is, why aren't they showing you this? Why aren't they showing the full story, the full...
Cara, os caras alteraram até a data, cara.
Because they know they should never have asked me in the first place. That is why it is a protected leave. This is the second text message they're sharing where they're alleging that I was not in a meeting during labor, that I was actually told to postpone the meeting. But here's the thing. Well, it was super sweet for this colleague of mine to send me that text message once he found out that I was in labor. He wasn't my boss. That wasn't the meeting that I had to attend while in labor at the hospital. That was a completely different meeting. That was a one-on-one just to discuss a specific project that we both were working on.